Welcome to Be Kind Fair, where we explore the world through a lens of compassion. Today, we're diving into a topic that might just change the way you see some of the most familiar faces in the animal kingdom. We're talking about animal intelligence, specifically in those often underestimated as just farm animals. Prepare to have your perceptions challenged as we reveal the surprising cognitive abilities of creatures you thought you knew. For decades, a common misconception has painted a picture of farm animals as simple, instinct-driven beings, lacking the complex inner lives we readily attribute to our household pets. But what if that picture is fundamentally flawed? What if science tells a completely different, far more fascinating story? Let's begin with an animal many people unfortunately associate with a lack of cleverness, the pig. Yet, scientific research paints a portrait of a highly intelligent and sophisticated creature. Studies have shown that pigs can understand abstract concepts and even excel at video games that would challenge a young child. They use joysticks with their snouts to move a cursor on a screen, demonstrating a remarkable level of focus and an understanding of cause and effect. This isn't just a learned trick, it shows they can grasp that their actions in the real world have a direct and immediate impact on a digital interface, a cognitive leap that is truly astounding. Moreover, their social intelligence is incredibly developed. Pigs recognize themselves in mirrors, a sign of self-awareness shared by only a handful of other species like dolphins and great apes. They form complex social hierarchies, communicate with a wide array of vocalizations, and have been observed showing empathy for one another. When compared to the cognitive abilities of a 3-year-old human child, pigs often meet or even exceed the benchmarks in certain problem-solving tests. Pigs also possess an impressive long-term memory. They can remember locations, other individual pigs, and humans for years, and they can navigate their way through complex mazes with surprising speed and accuracy. This memory serves them well in their social interactions and in their ability to adapt to new environments. They also learn from observing each other. In one study, pigs who watched another pig figure out how to operate a device to get a treat learned the task much faster than those who had to figure it out on their own. This capacity for social learning is a hallmark of higher intelligence, proving they are not just solitary learners but part of a thinking, feeling community. Now, let's turn our attention to chickens. Often dismissed with terms like bird brain, chickens are anything but unintelligent. Researchers have discovered that these birds have communication skills that are surprisingly nuanced and complex. They possess over 30 distinct vocalizations, each with a specific meaning. These calls can signal anything from the presence of a predator in the sky versus one on the ground, to the discovery of a tasty food source, or a simple call to gather their chicks. Mother hens even talk to their chicks before they hatch, and the chicks chirp back from inside the egg, establishing a vocal bond before they even see each other. Chickens also demonstrate a grasp of object permanence, the understanding that an object still exists even when it's out of sight. This is a cognitive skill that human babies don't develop until they are several months old. Chickens can track the location of a hidden treat, showing they hold a mental image of it in their minds. They can perform basic arithmetic, showing the ability to count and remember the quantity of items. In some experiments, they have been shown to prefer a larger group of items over a smaller one, even after those items are hidden behind separate screens, proving they can remember and compare quantities. Furthermore, chickens have distinct personalities and a well-defined social structure, often referred to as a pecking order. This isn't just about dominance, it's a complex system that minimizes conflict within the group. Each bird knows its place, and they can recognize and remember the faces and ranks of over 100 other individual birds, a social mapping skill that is truly impressive. They also exhibit self-control. In studies, chickens have shown they are willing to wait for a better reward rather than taking an immediate, less desirable one. This ability to delay gratification is a sign of sophisticated cognitive function, something that many animals, and even some humans, struggle with. Finally, let's talk about cows. These gentle giants are often perceived as placid and simple, but beneath that calm exterior lies a deep well of emotional intelligence and cognitive ability. Cows are far from being a mindless herd, they are individuals with rich emotional lives and strong social bonds. They form close friendships and prefer to spend their time with specific members of their herd. When separated from their preferred companions, they show clear signs of stress, including increased heart rates and vocalizations. Conversely, being with their friends has a calming, stress-reducing effect. Cows also experience powerful maternal bonds. A mother cow's connection with her calf is immediate and profound. They will go to great lengths to protect their young and show extreme distress if they are separated. Their communication is not just a series of random moos, it involves individualized calls that their calves can recognize from a distance. Beyond their emotional depth, cows are also surprisingly clever problem solvers. In studies where they had to figure out how to open a gate to get a reward, researchers observed their heart rates. They found that when a cow figured out the solution, their heart rate would spike, and they would sometimes even jump in the air, a reaction scientists described as a eureka moment. This shows not just an ability to learn, but an emotional response to the act of learning itself. They feel excitement and pride in their own achievements. Like pigs and chickens, they learn from observation and have excellent long-term memories, remembering the faces of humans who have treated them kindly or unkindly for years. When we compare these abilities to those of domestic dogs, animals we universally celebrate for their intelligence and emotional capacity, the parallels are striking. Dogs are known for their ability to understand human cues, their complex social play, and their capacity for empathy. Yet, pigs have demonstrated problem-solving skills that rival and sometimes surpass those of dogs. A dog can learn to respond to dozens of commands, but a pig can understand symbolic representation on a screen. A dog forms a strong bond with its human family, but a cow forms deep, lifelong friendships within its herd, showing grief when a friend is lost. Chickens, with their complex social rules and communication, exhibit a level of social organization that is just as sophisticated as any pack of canines. The main difference isn't a gap in intelligence or emotional depth, but a gap in our perception and our relationship with these animals. The science is clear: the animals we often relegate to a lesser category of being are, in fact, thinking, feeling individuals with complex inner worlds. They experience joy, fear, friendship, and loss. They solve problems, they communicate, and they learn from one another. Recognizing this intelligence and emotional depth is the first step toward a more compassionate and fair perspective. These animals are not just numbers or commodities, they are someone, not something. They are individuals with a will to live and a capacity for a rich and meaningful existence, just like the animals we share our homes with. The more we learn, the more the artificial lines we've drawn between species begin to blur. Intelligence and emotion are not exclusive to humans or our chosen companion animals. They are present all across the animal kingdom, in places we may have been taught not to look. Thank you for joining us on Be Kind Fair. If this has sparked a new way of thinking for you, please consider subscribing to the channel to continue exploring topics of kindness and compassion with us. Let's continue to learn together and make the world a fairer place for all its inhabitants.